Learn English and Grow podcast.
Hey everyone! Welcome back to Learn English and Grow, the podcast where you practice English and grow your mindset at the same time.
Yeah, because learning English helps your brain, but learning how to grow rich helps your life.
Exactly. Today we're talking about one of the most powerful books in personal development, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. He spent 20 years studying hundreds of successful people, like Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, and John D. Rockefeller, to find out what made them successful. And he discovered 13 principles that can help anyone turn their thoughts into success. So, let's go through them together, one by one.
Let's start with principle number 1, desire. Hill says everything begins with desire. If you don't truly want something, your mind won't work to create it.
So it's not just about wishing, it's about really wanting it.
Exactly. You need a clear, burning desire, something that excites you enough to take action. Hill suggests 6 steps. Decide exactly what you want, what you'll give in return, set a date, make a plan, write it down, and read it every morning and night.
That's powerful. It's like programming your brain to believe it's already real.
Yes. The more you imagine and feel it, the faster it becomes part of your reality. Desire is the starting point of all achievement. Now, let's move on to principle number 2, faith. Hill says faith is the bridge between your thoughts and reality.
So faith means believing before you actually see the result?
Exactly. When your belief and desire work together, your subconscious starts creating the conditions to make it happen. That's why repeating your goal with emotion is so important. It builds faith.
So basically, if I believe in my goal strongly enough, I start acting like it's already true.
Yes, and that changes everything. Hill says your subconscious mind translates belief into its physical form. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right.
I like that. Faith turns invisible thoughts into visible results.
Exactly. Without faith, desire stays only a dream.
Next is principle number 3, autosuggestion. Hill says this is how we train our subconscious mind.
Autosuggestion, that means talking to yourself, right?
Exactly, but in a positive, intentional way. The thoughts you repeat to yourself become the instructions your subconscious follows.
So if I keep saying, I can do this, my brain starts believing it.
Yes, that's why daily affirmations and visualization are powerful tools. Feed your mind with clear, emotional, positive thoughts, and your subconscious will turn them into action.
So basically, it's self-programming for success.
Exactly. You're teaching your mind what to focus on. Now let's move on to principle number 4, specialized knowledge. Hill says general knowledge won't make you rich, but applied knowledge can.
So it's not about knowing everything, it's about knowing one thing really well.
Exactly. Focus on one skill or field where you can offer real value. And if you don't have all the answers, build a mastermind group, people who do.
Like Andrew Carnegie. He didn't know how to make steel himself, but he had a team of experts who did.
Perfect example. Success doesn't come from knowing everything, it comes from organizing knowledge and putting it to work.
Next, let's talk about principle number 5, imagination. Every great success begins as an idea.
So Hill is saying imagination actually builds success.
Exactly. He said there are 2 kinds of imagination, synthetic, which rearranges old ideas, and creative, which brings in new ideas from inspiration.
Like when someone mixed phone and camera and created the smartphone.
Perfect example. That's synthetic imagination. Creative imagination is when an idea suddenly appears, maybe in a dream or while walking.
So imagination isn't just daydreaming, it's the workshop of the mind.
Right. And the stronger your desire, the faster that workshop works.
So take time to dream, visualize, and stay curious. That's how ideas turn into reality. Now let's move on to principle number 6, organized planning. Hill says, a dream without a plan is just a wish.
So this is where imagination turns into action, right?
Exactly. You need a clear plan and people who can help you carry it out. That's where your mastermind group comes in.
But what if the plan fails?
Hill says that's normal. Failure just means your plan needs adjustment, not that your goal is wrong. He reminds us, a quitter never wins and a winner never quits.
So the secret is to keep improving the plan, not giving up.
Yes, persistence and teamwork turn ideas into success.
Next is principle number 7, decision. Hill found that successful people make decisions quickly and confidently.
So being decisive is really that important?
Yes, he said procrastination, delaying decisions, is one of the biggest causes of failure. Even a wrong decision is better than no decision because you can always adjust later.
That makes sense. When I decide fast, I feel more focused.
Exactly. Confidence grows through action. And remember, don't let other people's opinions control your choices. Stay true to your goal.
Got it. Decide, act, and learn along the way.
Now let's move on to principle number 8, persistence. Hill says persistence is the key that turns dreams into reality.
So it's basically never giving up?
Exactly. But not just trying harder. It's smart persistence. Keep going, but keep improving your plan too.
Right, because sometimes people quit just before success happens.
Yes. Hill said the difference between winners and quitters isn't talent, it's persistence. Keep believing, keep adjusting, and keep moving forward.
Got it. As long as I stay consistent, success will eventually meet me halfway.
Exactly. Persistence always pays off in time.
Next comes principle number 9, the mastermind. Hill said no one achieves success alone.
So this is about teamwork.
Yes, but deeper. When 2 or more minds work together in harmony toward a shared goal, they create an extra power, what Hill calls the mastermind.
Like when a great team seems to think in sync, ideas flow faster.
Exactly. Harmony is the secret. Hill said every great fortune was built through cooperation, trust, and shared vision.
So choose your circle wisely. The right people can multiply your success.
Perfectly said. A strong mastermind turns effort into momentum. Now let's move on to principle number 10, sex transmutation. Hill says our strongest human energy, sexual energy, can be transformed into creativity and ambition.
So it's not about sex itself, but the energy behind it?
Exactly. That emotional force can be redirected into art, business, learning, anything meaningful.
That's interesting. So passion becomes power when you focus it in the right direction?
Yes, when love, desire, and purpose work together, they create incredible motivation and creativity.
So it's really about mastering your energy instead of being controlled by it.
Exactly. Transform that energy into something that builds your future.
Now let's move on to principle number 11, the subconscious mind. Hill calls it the bridge between your conscious thoughts and the world around you.
So it's like the part of my mind that keeps working even when I'm not aware of it?
Exactly. Your subconscious takes whatever thoughts you repeat, good or bad, and turns them into reality.
So if I keep saying I can't do this, my subconscious will believe it?
Yes, that's why you must feed it positive thoughts, faith, gratitude, confidence. Hill said positive and negative emotions can't live in the mind at the same time, so choose what stays.
That's powerful. It's like planting seeds. Whatever I think most grows.
Exactly. Your subconscious is always listening, so speak to it with purpose. Now let's move on to principle number 12, the brain. Hill said our brain is like a broadcasting and receiving station for thoughts.
So kind of like Wi-Fi for ideas?
Yeah, exactly. Every thought is energy, a vibration. When you think with strong emotion, that vibration becomes powerful and starts attracting similar thoughts or people.
That's interesting. So staying around positive people helps me stay on the right frequency.
Yes, energy is contagious. That's why your environment matters. When your brain sends out confident, grateful thoughts, you begin to attract ideas and opportunities that match that energy.
So the brain is not just for thinking, it's for connecting too.
Exactly. It's your link to creativity, inspiration, and infinite intelligence. Finally, we've reached principle number 13, the sixth sense. Hill calls it the door to the temple of wisdom.
So this is like intuition, that feeling when you just know something?
Exactly. Hill says once your mind is trained through the other principles, desire, faith, imagination, persistence, your intuition becomes stronger. It's like an inner guide that helps you make the right decisions.
That's true. Sometimes you can't explain it, but you just feel what to do.
Yes. Hill believed this is your connection to infinite intelligence, the quiet voice of inspiration. You can't force it, but when your thoughts are calm and positive, it appears naturally.
So it's like your higher self giving you advice.
Exactly. The sixth sense is that invisible compass that leads you when logic can't. It's the final step where everything you've learned starts working together effortlessly.
You know, Leo, when I first read Think and Grow Rich, I didn't expect it to change so much about how I think, but it did. Because this book isn't just about getting rich with money, it's about learning how to think in a way that creates growth in every area of life.
That's true. It's really about mindset. And once that changes, everything else follows.
Exactly. I remember when I first read it, one line stayed in my heart. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. At that time, I was still struggling to believe in my own goals. I often compared myself with others, feeling like I wasn't doing enough or moving fast enough. But this book reminded me, success starts inside. When I began to write down my goals every morning, visualize them, and act like they were already possible, I noticed small things changing. I spoke differently. I made decisions faster, and slowly, opportunities began to appear. It wasn't magic, it was focus. And that's what Napoleon Hill teaches. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions line up, the universe responds.
That's really powerful. It's like you stopped waiting for proof and started creating it.
Yes, and I want everyone listening today to know this. You don't need to be born rich or lucky or perfect. You just need clarity, faith, and persistence. If you can train your mind to expect good things, to stay consistent even when results are slow, that's how you start to grow rich, in every sense of the word.
That's beautiful, Emma, and I think it's something everyone can apply, not just in business, but in daily life.
Exactly. Think and Grow Rich isn't about chasing money. It's about building the mindset that naturally attracts success, peace, and abundance. And that, to me, is real wealth. Before we close, let's quickly review some useful English phrases from today's episode. Burning desire, a strong passion for something. Definite purpose, a clear and specific goal. Gut feeling, your natural intuition. Procrastination, delaying something you know you should do. Infinite intelligence, the higher wisdom or creative source that ideas come from.
And don't forget the quote, "A quitter never wins, and a winner never quits." That one belongs on your wall, or maybe your phone wallpaper.
Yes, absolutely. So remember, success starts in your mind. Train your thoughts, feed your faith, and take action every single day.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend who's also learning English and growing their mindset.
See you on the next episode.